Did he really try to silence Kim Porter after she attempted to warn Brittany Murphy about what he was planning?
You know who Brittany Murphy is? Brittany Murphy was an actress, and she was involved with Ashton Kutcher. Brittany Murphy died of pneumonia, and they said that it's something in, I think, rat poison, that gives you signs of pneumonia. Then her husband died of the same thing. Now, Kim Porter died of pneumonia. Guess who did the autopsy report of all those individuals?
Oh my God. You guys, this is huge. Shocking new allegations are surfacing that Kim Porter may have uncovered explosive information tied to Diddy and the mysterious death of Brittany Murphy. And according to these claims, trying to expose it may have cost her everything. Even more alarming, sources now suggest federal investigators could be taking a fresh look at Brittany Murphy's case in light of these developments. Buckle up, because what I'm about to break down is some of the most unsettling information to come out in years.
Actually, you're in quite a few chapters in my book. Excuse me? I'm writing a tell-all book about my years of being a video vixen. I got lots of stories about lots of rappers.
By now, most people have heard the whispers that refuse to fade the unsettling connections between the eerily similar deaths of Brittany Murphy, her husband Simon Monjack, and model Kim Porter. All three were officially said to have died from pneumonia or related complications. All three passed away under circumstances that many found rushed, confusing, and filled with unanswered questions. For years, a controversial theory has lingered in the background, suggesting these individuals may have been linked by more than coincidence, specifically that each may have known damaging information connected to Diddy's inner circle. Until recently, that theory lived on the fringes. Now, it's roaring back into the spotlight. Explosive new allegations are emerging that authorities may be taking a renewed look at Brittany Murphy's death, particularly in light of its possible connection to Diddy. What's driving this sudden renewed interest? The growing wave of legal trouble surrounding him, with multiple lawsuits now accusing Diddy of a decades-long pattern of serious misconduct? Investigators are reportedly re-examining past events once dismissed or overlooked. Sources claim this isn't about headlines, it's about patterns. And as legal pressure mounts, every shadow from the past is being revisited. Because prosecutors are determined to understand the full scope of what may have happened and to ensure no stone is left unturned.
I'm a happy type person. I smile a lot.
Brittany, please come back.
She's a Scorpio. What else do you need to know?
I'm a double Scorpio.
Double Scorpio.
She evidently collapsed in the bathroom.
By now, most people have heard the whispers that refuse to fade the unsettling connections people continue to draw between the deaths of Brittany Murphy, her husband Simon Monjack, and model Kim Porter. Officially, all three deaths were attributed to pneumonia or related complications. Unofficially, the similarities have fueled years of speculation. Each death was sudden. Each unfolded under circumstances many found rushed. And in every case, loved ones were left with lingering questions. For years, a controversial theory has circulated online that these individuals may have been connected directly or indirectly to powerful figures and that they may have known things they were never meant to reveal. At the center of that theory is Sean Diddy Combs, with claims suggesting that each person, in different ways, had access to information that could have exposed deeply damaging secrets. These claims were long dismissed as internet speculation, but now they are resurfacing with renewed intensity. Recent allegations suggest that authorities may be quietly re-examining Brittany Murphy's death not because of new evidence alone, but because of the wave of legal scrutiny now surrounding Diddy, with multiple civil lawsuits alleging a long pattern of misconduct. Investigators are reportedly reviewing past events through a new lens, revisiting corners that were once considered closed. One of the most disturbing elements of this theory involves what some describe as a cluster of deaths among people who were allegedly preparing to speak out through books, documentaries, or private testimonies. According to online speculation, Brittany Murphy and Simon Monjack, who died just months apart in the same home, were allegedly gathering information that could implicate powerful individuals. Kim Porter's sudden death has also been questioned by those close to her, with claims that she, too, may have known more than she let on. But Brittany Murphy didn't move in Diddy's inner circles. Why does his name keep appearing in discussions about her death? The answer, according to speculation, lies with Ashton Kutcher. Brittany Murphy was once Hollywood's rising star, widely seen as unstoppable. Her relationship with Ashton Kutcher, however, is often described by insiders as a turning point, one that ended painfully and publicly. After the breakup, her career stalled. In an industry that can be unforgiving, she was no longer treated as untouchable. At the same time, Ashton Kutcher was closely associated with Diddy. The two openly referred to themselves as part of a new Hollywood rat pack, a social circle defined by excess, exclusivity, and private gatherings that were rarely discussed publicly. According to the theory, Brittany may have been pulled into that orbit during or after her relationship with Ashton, and may have seen or heard things that deeply disturbed her. Some speculate that Brittany became a liability, emotionally vulnerable, disillusioned, and allegedly aware of behavior that could be damaging if exposed. Her sudden death, followed just 5 months later by her husband's death from the same rare medical causes, does not feel random to those who believe this narrative. To them, the explanation of 2 consecutive pneumonia deaths in the same house strains credibility. Brittany's official autopsy cited severe pneumonia, anemia, and multiple substances. One medical detail continues to raise eyebrows. Her hemoglobin level was reportedly 3.0, critically low. Medical experts note that such a level would typically indicate extreme medical distress, often caused by massive blood loss or destruction of red blood cells, potentially from toxins. Her father, Angelo Bertolotti, openly questioned the findings until his death, believing something vital had been overlooked. To supporters of this theory, Brittany's death wasn't an isolated tragedy. It was part of a broader pattern. Kim Porter's death intensified those suspicions. She wasn't just an ex-partner. She was someone with decades of first-hand knowledge of Diddy's private world. Other figures, music executives, mentors, and artists connected to that same circle also suffered sudden medical emergencies, heart attacks, or unexplained illnesses, often amid rumors that they were preparing books, documentaries, or revelations. Individually, each death has an official explanation. Together, critics argue, they form a pattern too statistically unlikely to ignore. This theory doesn't claim chaos, it claims control. Not random misfortune, but a perimeter of silence. According to this narrative, the danger wasn't knowing. Secret Sit was preparing to tell them. That's why renewed interest in Brittany Murphy's case matters so much. If investigators were to uncover evidence of foul play, it wouldn't just reopen one case. It could unravel many. It could validate years of speculation surrounding Kim Porter and others, whose deaths were quickly closed and quietly forgotten. So the question remains, are these just heartbreaking coincidences? Or are they fragments of a darker story, one centered around power, silence, and the ultimate cost of trying to speak out? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want deeper dives into these unresolved Hollywood mysteries, check out our other videos. Until next time,